Scrappy people, it's Tracy Reed here today, coming at you with another layout in my 6x8 travel album using the Cocoa Daisy My Escape collection. And today I'm going to be using a divided page protector, the back of the last one that I used, and a full page 6x8 photo. Full page 6x8 photos are one of the things that I love to do the most in these albums. I love to pull out my favorite photos from any vacation or whatever it is that I'm scrapbooking and document them in large format. I find 6x8 to be the perfect large photo size. So what I'm going to do for this one specifically is I'm going to take these rub-ons and I'm just going to make some fun rub-on little clusters on the photo. You can see that they are still very see-through, so they sort of enhance the photo like a stamp would without all of the effort of stamping. So I'm going to create some flowers down here in the bottom and then some at the top as well. Then I'm going to use some other rub-ons and like the little arrows and stuff like that. Add a little title. This is actually a super easy and quick spread. This was the evening that we landed in California and surprised my sister. She had ordered sushi and we sat out in her beautiful backyard and just enjoyed being together after a long day of traveling. Trying to figure out where I want to put this little luggage tag stamp sort of thing, but I think I'm going to put it down here and use it as a base for my title. Make sure that I put down that perfect shot word bit a little bit lower than I had intended so that it doesn't get lost in that space in the tree behind. You gotta really be conscientious of rub-ons and how they work with what's behind them. So that's sort of what I was thinking there. So I'm going to use the letter stickers included in the collection for my title itself on top of that rub-on, but I want to add in a little bit of a little arrow to sushi. I'm going to point out the sushi. It's just kind of a little, if you're not looking for it, once it goes down, you probably won't see it, but I thought it was a fun little addition to this photo. Sushi, which I don't even think that was one of the appetizers. There's no sushi in this shot. Dun dun dun. That's okay though. So I need to get out my letter stickers and I'm going to add the title Reunited. Trying to decide if I want to add in any of these other arrows. My mom lives in Georgia. I live in Tennessee. My sister still lives in California. So we're not together very often. In fact, I don't think all three of us have been together since I moved. Well, no, that's not true. My sister did come out here shortly after I moved, and we saw each other then. So it's been a long time, though. That was 2017 when we moved. The joys of living across the country from the people that you love. So also, this trip was celebrating my sister's 45th birthday, but my mom's birthday is 2 days before my sister's, and my nephew's 21st birthday is the day after my sister's. So technically we were out here celebrating 3 birthdays. So my mom had this little pie that my sister bought, and so I decided that I was going to create a consistent theme with the birthday celebrations in this album. So what I'm going to do is first I'm going to embellish this card, and then I'm going to create a card for each one of the birthday celebrations using the numbers from one of the die cut packs in the Cocoa Daisy collection. So there's a 1, a 2, and a 3, and since we are celebrating 3 birthdays, it was the perfect way for me to create 3 little title cards to create or to add some consistency to the spread, or not the spread, the album, and have a little fun with the fact that we are celebrating so many birthdays. So I'm using a lot of circles on this, like embellishing this spread. So I'm going to use a circle to embellish the card that I'm going to create as well. So I need to find the 1 This was when I had my epiphany. I was like, oh my gosh, I could totally do that. There's a 1, 2, and a 3. So I was going to incorporate it into that spread, but then, or into that card, but I wouldn't be able to explain why it said 1 very easily. So I decided to create a card, and I'm going to create a card for each of the birthdays throughout the album now. So I need a backing for the card. And I initially, like, I'm looking at all of the patterned cards, and I'm going to use this one because it matches really well. But the alphabet that I decide to go with for all of these cards is light blue. So I actually decided I wanted to use this one. But then when I start working with the alphabet, I realized that you really can't see the letters very well on this blue card. So I go back to the one that I had chosen before because it matches pretty well. I thought it would be too busy, but it worked. It works pretty well. So you can see the alphabet is not quite the same color, but enough of the same color that when I put it down on that blue card, you couldn't see it. So I'm going to go back to the one that I chose before. Somewhere, there it is. All right, that's better. Now you can see it a little bit better. Birthday 1. Then I'm going to create a journaling card for the other side that explains about all of the birthdays that we are celebrating. I really like that explore, dream, discover, and I had thought about leaving it there because color-wise it looks really cool, but it didn't make any sense. Like, it didn't make any sense with the context of the layout, so boo, I had to sacrifice it. Decided to embellish this card a little bit further because it was a little boring. So I'm going to do this cute little arrow, and then I'm going to add in these little dots that look like confetti and add a little bit more color too. So I'm just kind of sprinkling them around the card. Trying really hard to break my must have 3 of everything mold, but I don't do it very well because I just create 3 on the top and 3 on the bottom, but oh well. It's just what I like, you guys. Sometimes it just works. Okay, so now I need to add in a journaling card. Remember this moment. I'll add in my journaling off camera. I decide that this needs to be on this side and this needs to be on this side. There we go. And then, so I'm going to add a little arrow as well. Just something to embellish this card a little bit more. And then I'm going to add the date too. And that is it. So if you enjoyed this video, I'd love it if you give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, go ahead and subscribe. I would love to have you. If you don't already, you can follow me over on Instagram. I'm at Tracy M. Reed. I would love to see you over there as well. If you're interested in subscribing to Coco Daisy, there is a link in the description box below, and I will see you next time. All right, thank you.